Most healthy vegetable that you can eat.
Hi, it's Judy, and thank you for joining me with another episode of Still Growing. It's a beautiful day out, and I'm just going to take advantage of it by cleaning up my herb and my vegetable garden. Grab some lemonade, and let's get going. Okay, so cleaning up my garden, and I thought you guys might want to have a look at see what I have in my garden. Okay, so this is thyme. And as you know, thyme is fantastic for spicing your food. Got all kind of stuff growing in my thyme here. That's what I'm doing, which is to clean it up. So and then over here I have some lavender. So I got quite a bit of thyme. I also have here some, let's see what this is, oregano. There's some oregano there. I probably should have planted my oregano in a pot because it's spreading all over the place. Okay, so I've got some oregano there. And my tomato here. Somebody stepped on my tomato, as you can see, and snap it in half. I have some basil, more oregano over there, parsley. I have my parsley here, and some celery. And over here I have some red onions and green onions. This one is the red onions. I tell you, this stuff grows so nicely. And of course, this thing here is the enemy. This is the enemy of your garden, a thistle. These things, they destroy your garden. As you can see, it's full of thorns, and they just spread all over the place. Destroy your garden, destroy your lawn. Okay, in my pot over there, I'm growing some potatoes for the first time. I'm not exactly sure how that's going, but giving it a try. And this is my other potatoes. It's growing. That one is growing nicely. Okay, and I see some more thistle here. Just pulling these up. Hurts like crazy. Another one here. Okay, and my little pot there, I have some herbs. Okay, and so that's what I have in my herb garden. Apart from my herb garden, I have a little walk over here. I have my other garden, and I have some broccoli. Beautiful, beautiful broccoli. Look at those beautiful green broccoli. And as you can see in my garden, I have a bunch of peppermint. So that's peppermint right here. I also have some peppers and tomatoes Okay, so my broccoli here. As you can see, something's been eating off my broccoli, and I have a little rabbit problem. A little smart, very cute rabbit that my daughter absolutely loves, and I can't get rid of it because as soon as the rabbit is munching away on my vegetables, she comes out and wants to hug it. And okay, so as you can see over there, I have peppers right there, and I got some peppers there, and also over there. There's a cute butterfly. Okay, quite a bit of broccoli here. I also have some, I don't know what they call this, red broccoli maybe? But these are gorgeous. Tomato there. And as you can see, all over my garden is covered with callaloo. Now, I didn't plant this callaloo here this year. I planted it last year here, but this year I wanted to plant my callaloo somewhere else. And so I wanted to plant my peppers and my broccoli here, but they just came back automatically from the year before, and I tried to get rid of them because when my turnover, the winter passed, and you guys probably hear all this noise. My neighbors are doing some construction, so I hope you can still hear me. But when Mr. Frost and we're able to turn the ground over again, I picked out, as soon as the callaloo started coming up and the weeds and all that started coming up, I just plucked them out, and they kept growing back. And I keep picking them out and they keep growing back. So I figured, well, you know what? They seem to want to stay, so we'll just let them stay. So they're kind of yellow because I wasn't trying to water them. But yeah, they've pretty much taken over my garden. But it's okay because callaloo is probably the most healthy vegetable that you can eat. It's just packed full of nutrients for your body, so that's okay. Now, as you can see, I also have, as I was saying before, I have some mint there, and I got tons of mint all over in here because mint is really good, apart from, of course, the obvious of making mint tea and all the other wonderful stuff that mint is good for. It's also good in your garden because it helps to keep bugs and things away, the ones that aren't doing any good to your garden. Look, we've got, you guys see that? We got a bee in there. Okay, so you also have some dandelion. You can see dandelion. You have some dandelion in there, which dandelion is healthy to eat, also chock full of iron. And I don't have a ton of dandelion because actually when the sun came out, winter passed, I started eating them as soon as they started coming up. I love dandelion. Every time I'm feeling like tired and I have some dandelion, start feeling good again. So, because my iron is low. Of course, I have beet. See, I've got lots of beet there. I hope you guys are able to see this. Some beet, some more over there, and there. I've got zucchini, eggplant, squash, all kind of wonderful thing going in here. I don't know if I have any that I can show you guys just yet. See, look, tons of mint. It's kind of funny because my girls, every time their stomach hurt, they're like, oh, can I go get some mint? Actually, they don't even ask, can I go get some mint? Look, you see that one there? It's nice zucchini growing there. They just go and they grab the mint and they say, here, mommy, make me some mint tea. Okay, and look at my tomatoes. I love tomatoes from my garden. Now, tomatoes that I grow are the only tomatoes that I eat because I know they're organic, non-GMO, all naturally grown. And I can't really, my children will eat the tomatoes from the store, but not me. It tastes, it's just watery, have no taste whatsoever. However, the ones that I grow, absolutely delicious. So I know these tomatoes are like ready to pick and stuff, but I don't want to exactly pick them just yet because we actually love to eat it from the vine. So I let it ripen on the vine completely, and then I pick it. And that way the sun and nature just does its thing 100%, and it turns out wonderful, delicious. Now last year we planted a ton of cherry tomatoes, and we had so many, we gave away so many of them, and so many of them just fell on the ground because it was just too many. However, we didn't really plant any cherry tomatoes. I don't think might plant any anyways. I don't see any. I'll give you guys an update later on if I see any that he did plant. Yeah. What's up, babe?
I saw these.
Yeah, go ahead, have some. Okay, so you probably noticed this big thing in the middle of my garden here. This is a pool pump. We had in our backyard a huge pool that was taking up maybe 80% of the backyard. It was pretty nice actually, because although our winter here in Canada is not very, our summer is not very long, it was, when it's summer does come, it is pretty hot, right? And this, so anyways, the problem with it is that we work like cleaning it every single day because my neighbor has a tree, and that tree, it just hang over, and every day, every minute of the day you were cleaning it because it was covered in leaves and buds and everything else. So we just pretty much had to get rid of it. Okay, so over here, okay, before I go further, we have here some, well, first, we have some dandelion, kind of getting a little tall with bud and everything like that. And then we have here some chives. I have to really clean this up. There's a whole bunch of stuff going in here that we need to get rid of. We have some chives, lots of chives. To tell you the truth, I really don't use that much chives. I use a lot of onions, green onions, red onions, all that sort of thing, but not really so much chives. So we have zucchini. squash, and over here my husband planted some watermelon. And I don't know, really, watermelon in Canada. Okay, well, we'll just see what happens. Just let nature take its course with it. But yeah, all these little yellow things that you're seeing here is just need to be pulled out. That's part of the job that I'm doing today. Oh, I left my glove. Looky here. Looky here. How gorgeous is that? I'm telling you, nature is just so wonderful. This is where I come to work and at the same time relax. Just having my hands in the ground relieves my stress and makes me feel so much better. Not to mention being able to be out in the sun, getting my vitamin D. And we all know how important that is, particularly for melanated people, right? So I don't know if anything else is going on there, but yeah, that's looking beautiful. Now here is the callaloo that I planted. These are the callaloo that I planted this year, right? Not this one, but this one, the green one, right? These are the ones I planted this year, and if you see how green and beautiful those are. And of course, these are all organic seeds. But like this one, this is what came back from last year, like I was showing you further up. This are the ones that, you know, no matter how many times I break them out and pick them out of the garden, they just keep coming back to it. Just let it be. But this one here is what I planted, and you see how green and how lush and beautiful that is. That's just full of life, right? And of course we have some dandelion here. Get a close look. It's pretty hot out here, so you may not be able to see it, so the bright sunlight. Okay. So this was supposed to be my garden of callaloo, but it's all good. These are the smaller callaloo that I planted recently. So like these ones here I planted I think at the end of May, because we were under lockdown at home from Corona, so we sort of started the garden a little bit earlier. And we also, I because they're from the seeds that I sowed the seed inside my house for a couple of months before. So all of the stuff that you see here in my garden, everything are from seeds that we sowed beforehand, right? And then a couple months afterwards, then we brought them outside and put them in the garden. And then over here we have some cucumbers, callaloo, but we also have cucumbers happening up here. And it's still early, so if they, they're not growing producing any cucumber just yet. So that's because this is what, July the 5th, I think. So a couple of more rainfall and you'll be surprised how big they get really, really fast. Okay. So this is the garden, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? As you can see, I already cut some little bit of the callaloo before. I just did that yesterday. I'm also gonna do that again today. Cut some callaloo, because in the summertime when you either plant the stuff yourself or you buy it fresh from the store, it's best to eat as much as possible when it's growing. You know, they always say you eat what's in season, right? So here, I forgot to show you guys my lettuce. Okay, here's my lettuce. Got another one there. And of course, my friend, the rabbit, every chance he comes, he takes a nibble. Gotten a couple of, made a couple of salads from it already. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of callaloo. Okay, just that's funny, look. What's happening there? So this will be my little basket for today.